In the heart of nature, we find our true strength, a connection to our roots, to the land, to each other. Introducing Rootwork Deodorant, infused with the potent power of High John the Conqueror root. Embrace the natural strength and resilience passed down through generations. Feel the purity of natural ingredients, harmonizing with your body and spirit. Rootwork Deodorant, bringing you in tune with nature and with yourself. Rootwork Deodorant. Connect, empower, thrive. Available now at rootworkstyle.com.
That could mean life in prison, and cases like this can depend on the testimony of the child accuser.
In general, the child will be able to recall and recollect with some detail the incident, and that is persuasive to a jury, even if it is the only testimony that is available.
Jackson gave a wave when he was released after booking. He's scheduled for arraignment in January.
Michael's been a long-time resident of Trump Tower, and last night the Donald strongly reiterated his defense of Jackson with Larry King by going after the accuser's mother.
She's had plenty of experience at going after people, and she goes after them viciously and violently, and I saw a story and I read another story about some of the things she's done, and I don't believe it.
But you know what it's like when an indictment comes down.
It's tough.
It's presumption.
It's tough. It's tough to win, but I have a feeling he's going to win, Larry. The interesting thing is I've known Michael from many different standpoints, and Michael would spend a lot of time with my kids. I have beautiful kids, and at the time, like at Mar-a-Lago, and even in Trump Tower, the kids were very young. Michael would come, play with the kids. He just loved children. He was not a child molester, and I am certain of that. He loved children. He'd play with my son Eric and my son Donald, and he'd just play with them forever. He loved children, but he was not a child molester. And, you know, that whole final saga of Neverland and the police and what they did was, I think, a very, very bad part of Michael's life.
And speaking of that, truth and accuracy, people are still talking about our good sister Janet Jackson and the Kamala thing. The left, they were real mad at Janet for saying, well, hell, I heard Kamala ain't black and whoop-de-whoop, and then they tried to get Janet to apologize. They had some dude who was acting as some kind of representative for the Jackson family who put out a statement talking about Janet apologize. Yes, Kamala is black and Indian. I'm so sorry, whatever. And then the Jackson family popped up and said, hold on, wait a minute. That Negro don't work for us, or whoever he is. I think he might have been some Egyptian dude. I don't know where the guy's from. I think the guy was actually Middle Eastern, and he may have worked with Janet on the Vegas residency thing. From what I understand, his role with the Jackson family is real vague. I've been hearing different stories about exactly who he is. He's not her manager. That's one thing we know for sure. This guy, Mo something, I forgot his last name, but he's not the manager. He's not the manager. And they said, hey, yeah, this dude don't represent us. We ain't apologizing for nothing. And I do not blame them. We do not blame them, and shame on all of the Democratic shills that were trying to shame her, Janet, and denigrate her for that Hindu mammy. That wasn't cool. And did y'all see the clip I posted from years ago during the trial that Michael Jackson had when they were trying to put those bogus charges on him in the early 2000s? There were news clips, they had that Tom Snaden guy, whatever his name was, that Santa Barbara prosecutor. A lot of folks forget Kamala Harris was out here. She was a prosecutor too. She was a prosecutor. All of these prosecutors were bosom buddies in California. Let's be clear. All of these people were in bed together, proverbially, but they were all clicked in. And they were talking about, there was a news clip, they were talking about the Michael Jackson case, and then they cut to Kamala. They cut to Kamala. She was giving some legal commentary about witnesses and all of this. So it sounded like she was co-signing the Tom Sneddon guy. You dig? because again, they're all clicked in with each other. So a lot of the Democrats are like, "Oh, well, that was just a random sound bite. She was in San Francisco at the time, and um, the Jackson trial was in Santa Barbara. Is way far from each other. It don't matter. They were all clicked in with each other." And Kamala was team prosecution. Oh, y'all can try to wiggle if you want to. And remember, those prosecutors out here in California were trying to bury that brother. They were trying to destroy him and trying to destroy his family. Oh, y'all not gonna run from that. Oh, they didn't like when I posted that clip up. Shout out to my brother McCall. He put me onto that clip. But and brother McCallus clicked in with the Jackson family, and the kids, like Tito's kids, they follow me, and I'm cool with them. And the niece Brandy, that's our homegirl. She was on Ism Radio with us, chopping it up. So I got love for the family, man. They real good folks, good solid folks. And the attacks from the left wing media, they did not deserve. That family has been so thorough. They've done so much for the community. They've been an upstanding group of folks, man. Janet has been um, a pillar of Black womanhood. She's always been a very classy, honorable sister. You understand? She's always portrayed herself, man, as the epitome of Black American royalty ever since she was on Good Times, when she was on Fame, when she was on Different Strokes. Y'all know I had a crush on that woman all my damn childhood, dude. I had a crush on her. Janet's always been the shit, man. We grew up with her. So these attacks on that sister, all of y'all are out of line. All of you Sambo, buck dancing Democratic shills, you're out of line. Especially for Kamami, somebody who ain't done a damn thing for the Black community except lock us up. A Hindu mammy? Really? So yeah, we take offense to that. And also in the clip I posted, um, there was some clips of Donald Trump at the same time, Donald Trump supporting the Jackson family. See, this is the kicker. See, you want to know why Janet wasn't really rocking with Kamala and throwing low-key shade? You want to know why? This is why. At the time when the media was trying to bury the Jackson family, Michael and the whole family, they were really going in on the whole family. Donald Trump was one of the biggest supporters of Michael. Donald Trump was supporting him, say, "Yeah, Michael's innocent. Michael ain't doing none of that stuff. You know, Michael is around my kids. He comes over. My kids love him. He loves my family. So Michael's good. Michael didn't do none of that stuff they're saying." So Trump was a big supporter of Michael and the Jackson family. So yeah, let's put all of that in context. Then you'll see why Janet is kind of shading Kamala and ain't walking it back. I don't blame her. I wouldn't walk a damn thing back either. You dig? So yeah, them trying to paint Trump as the boogeyman is very interesting. Like I talked about on my broadcast the other day, when people were complaining about the Super Bowl going to New Orleans and they're not going to have Lil Wayne performing, they're going to have Kendrick Lamar, and they were trying to put it on some stuff like, well, Lil Wayne can't perform good or whatever. No, no, it wasn't about that. You know, the whole Rock Nation thing and the entertainment portion of the Super Bowl, yeah, a lot of that is basically a Democratic campaign um, platform. It's a left-wing campaign platform. You know, Rock Nation, Jay-Z and those guys. Jay-Z is always clicked in with the Democrats and Obama and all of those guys. And if you have Lil Wayne up there, remember, Trump let Lil Wayne up out of jail. You dig? So Lil Wayne, they don't know if he's gonna do any shilling for the Democrats.
Hi, I'm Mateo. Do you want to learn about Hidden Heroes? Hidden Heroes from A to Z is a cool book that tells the stories of amazing Black heroes you might not know about. You'll meet inventors, you'll meet explorers, and leaders who change the world. It's fun, inspiring, and you can learn so much. Get your copy now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Let's discover our hidden heroes together.